Good morning to all. Welcome back to today's science class, and today we are going to start our 17th block in science, and our 17th block name is motion, force and work. Okay, so here in this block onwards we are just changing, that means the concepts, definitions, all those things are somewhat changes. Okay, but it's very easy to understand. Okay, so our first lesson from this 17th block, that is in motion or stationary. Okay, and in this lesson we are going to define motion of an object. What do you mean by motion? Motion means that an object which changes position with time is considered as motion. An object which changes position with respect to time. Which means that if I am walking, okay, if you are walking from, or if you are coming from your home to a school by a car or a school bus, so that time you are in motion. Why? Because your surroundings, you means when we are in motion we are changing our position. When we are sitting inside a classroom, okay, so in classroom we know that there is walls are there, desk and benches and there. First period you sit in your classroom, second period also, if second period over, okay, then after second periods we have normally our break, right? Yes, and morning interval will be there. So when the bell rang, then you all will come out from the class. So that time, that moment time, you are actually changing your position. Okay, but if you are sitting for an first period, if you are sitting inside your classroom, so your surrounding will be similar. That means walls will be there and your friends, everyone's are means that is our surrounding. Okay, that surrounding is not changing. Okay, and if an object in motion means that that object changes position with respect to time. Are you clear? Yes. And can you say the examples of motion? From your daily life, can you find some more other examples? Movement of cars, that means the movement of vehicles is an example of motion. Okay, motion means anything which moves or which changes its, or it normally when we are walking time we are actually changing our position, right? Yes. Okay, so the same way an object which changes position with respect to time and surrounding, then we can say that that object is under motion. And if the object is not change its position with respect to its surrounding, that is considered a stationary object. An object is at rest. When normally if we place a book on a table, okay, so that time if we are taking the book or not, if we are not applying any force or we are not taking it, we simply placed it on a table, so that time that book is a stationary object, which means that that book is not change its position with respect to its surrounding. Okay, and we can say that the chair, table and a book lying on a table, these all are the examples of stationary object. And if an object is motion, the examples of motion we can say that the movement of vehicles and rotation of fan and the movement of means normally we know that when we switch on the fan it will rotate. So that is also, that time that fan is in motion. Okay, and at the same time the movement of arms in clocks, hour arm, minutes arm, these are rotating, right? Yes. So all these are the examples of motion. And when we kick a ball, so that time that ball starts to move. Okay, so that also we can consider as an example of motion. Okay, and when we are considering about these various examples of motion, this normally in our case we know that if we just, not only the forward motion is considered as motion, if we take a step in backward direction, that also a kind of motion. We are means in the case of motion, this direction, these all the things are not at all, means we are not considered all those. If we are changing our direction or anything, every like this kinds of motion, whenever our surrounding or we change our surrounding with respect to time, that is considered as motion. Are you clear? Motion means that an object which changes position with respect to time, that is considered as motion. And in this sense you have to motion, and means our first lesson name is in motion or stationary. Motion means that an object changes position with respect to time. Stationary means that an object which does not change its position with respect to time. Are you clear? Yes. And when we are considering about these two aspects, we can, on this basis, we can discuss our worksheet. So that time you will get more idea about this concept motion and stationary. Anyhow, you have to keep in mind that an object which is not moving, okay, that an object which means if I am standing here, so that time I am not changing my position, I am just standing here. So that time my surroundings will be similar or same. Then I am also in a state of rest. But if I am taking a step and if I move forward or sideward or backward direction, so that time I am actually change my position. Right? Yes. So in this means stationary means that that object is not moving. That object is in rest. That is considered as stationary. And motion means that any kinds of object which is moving, that is considered as what? Motion. Okay, now we can discuss our worksheet. And open your worksheet S1. In motion or stationary, first one, complete the table. One has been done for you. Here various examples are given. We have to find out in that example case that object in motion or stationary. We have to identify. First one, a girl sliding down. So that time she is actually changed her, she is moving, right? Yes, so here it is given in motion. Okay, in motion or stationary, second column there in motion. And B, students sitting in a classroom. The students sitting in a classroom. Okay, so that time it is motion or stationary. They are not changing their position, they are simply sitting in the class. Okay, so it will be in stationary. C, an athlete running a 200-meter race. An athlete running a 200-meter race. He is moving. So we can write there in motion. Then D, a bee flying from flower to flower. Flower to flower, a bee flying. So that time also that according to that bee, it changes position. So in motion. Then E, a car parked on a roadside. A car parked on a roadside. That car is actually parked there. It's not moving. So it is in stationary. Then next one, children sitting in front of a computer. They are simply sitting, not moving. There is no movement. They are resting. They are in a state of rest. So we can say that stationary. Then two people arguing loudly. Two people, they are just talking or arguing. They are had a debate and they are arguing loudly. So that time, is there any motion or stationary? Which one it will be? In stationary. They are just standing there and talking. Okay. Then last one, boys and girls playing football. Here we can consider as what? Motion. Are you clear? Then second one, when is an object is said to be in motion? Give an example of an object that is in motion. When an object is said to be in motion, an object is said to be in motion, the object changes position with respect to time. Then we can say that that object in motion. Give an examples of object that is in motion. So you can write movement of vehicles, movement of balls, motion of football or kicking of ball. Any one you can write. And third question, Yusuf leaves his house for office in the morning and come back at night. Do you think Yusuf is in motion? Yes, he is in motion. Why? In the morning, from his home, he went to the office, and evening he came back to home. Then give reason, because in a day he is changing his position in many times. Okay. Finally, he reached at his home, even though he is going to the office and coming back to the home from the office. All these activities he is actually change his position. Okay, so you can write like that. So that's all about our first worksheet. And what are the keywords that we discussed in this lesson? Yes, motion, stationary. These are the keywords that we discussed in this lesson. So, what is motion? Motion means that an object which changes its position with respect to time, and stationary object means that that object does not change its position with respect to time. That object is actually in a state of rest. Okay. So that's all about our first lesson. Now we can move on to our second lesson. Our second lesson name is force. Our second lesson name is force. Second lesson, force. Did you ever hear this word force? And in this lesson, the aim of this lesson is mainly we are going to identify, we are going to learn about. Present, we are going to identify the force can change motion of an object. How does a force can change the motion of an object? We already learned that. What is motion, right? Motion means that an object which is changed its position with respect to time. Okay, in surrounding also with respect to surrounding also we can define the term force. And in the second lesson, we are actually discussing how does the motion or how does the force and motion relates each other. Okay, so we learn what is motion and what do you mean by force. What is force? In our daily life, we are applying the force for various purpose. Means normally, if you want to take a book from your table, so that time you are exerting and force towards this book. Then only you can take it, right? Yes. The same way we can say that normally the force is when we are taking when we take a book lying on a table. So that time that book is come closer to us, right? Yes. And if we open a door or when we close the door, each and every time we are actually exerting force. If you want to lift your school bags, so that time also you are exerting force. And we already learned that if we are walking time also we are actually exerting the force. When we are walking, that time we are in a state of motion. In the case of human beings, when we are walking time, we are in a state of motion. Why? Because we are changing our position with respect to time and surrounding. Okay, so we can say that force means that a push or pull is known as force. Force means that a push or a pull, that is considered as force. When we open a door, means sometimes if we are going in an hospital or any other like this, there also you may be seen that doors it should written like pull or push like this. When we are pulling time and pushing time also, what will happen is we are actually exerting the force. Then what is push or what is pull? Push means that when we are exerting a force towards an object, so that time that object is moved away from us. Okay, when we push someone, okay, so that time he or that object is moving away from us. When we pull, means when we are open the door, actually we are pulling it, right? Yes. And normally if we consider that when we are pulling means normally in the case of drawer and table drawer will be there, no? that time if we need to open the drawer, so that time actually what we done, we are actually pulling it. Pulling means that when we are exerting in force, so that time that object is coming towards us. Pulling means comes towards us. Pushing means move away from us. Are you clear? Okay. So force means that a push or a pull is considered as force. And in this lesson, we are going to identify how does the force affects the motion of object, right? Yes. And normally means nowadays that the football and all, we know that players, they are kick the ball. When they kick the ball, so that time they are actually exerting the force, so that time the speed of ball increases. Okay, so that speed of ball is actually the motion. And when we kick a ball, so that time we are exerting a force towards the ball. That's why the speed of that ball is increases, right? Or an object, if we consider a ball which is rolling on a ground, and when this means normally we know that when we if the ball which is moving on a ground, so after sometimes it comes in a state of rest or it stops. Okay, before stopping again, if we are exerting a force, at that time the speed, that motion of the object will increases, right? And at the same time we can say that this force can change the shape of an object. How does? Okay, normally in our lesson, normally we need to learn only the motion case, and at the same time smiley balls and all we know. And when we press this smiley balls, its shape somewhat changes, right? Yes. And when we are making chapati and all with atta, and so that time also we are getting a dough. Okay, so that shape also with means how we are preparing it, we are that time also we are exerting force. Okay, so that here we mainly discuss how does the force affects the motion of an object. In the case of motion of an object, a force can stop a moving object, and force can increases the speed of an moving object. For example, easily you can identify this topic. Normally when we are driving a vehicle, okay, you people all knows about the starting or how we can drive a vehicle. Normally the vehicle speed is increasing. How does the speed of an vehicle increases? The driver give a push or give a force towards the accelerator, right? Yes. So that time the motion of the vehicle increases. And if the driver wants to stop the vehicle, so that time what he will do? He give and push or he exert and force towards the brake. So that moving object comes to rest. And if we want to start a car, okay, so that time also we are exerting and force. Is it right? Yes, the same only. The how does the force affecting the motion of an object? A force can increases the motion of an object or increases the speed of the object, and force can stop a moving object. Normally if we consider a ball which is which actually rolls on a ground, so that time if we need to stop the movement of ball, so we just have to give an force in opposite direction, right? And if we increase or enhance the motion of an object, we have to kick the ball in the same direction. So that time the speed of the ball increases. So this way the force affects the motion of an object. Force means that a push or pull is considered as force. What is push? When we are exerting the force, that object is move away from us, that is considered as push. And when we are exerting force, that object is come towards us, that is considered as pull. Okay, and how does this force affects the motion of an object? Force can increase the or enhance the motion of an object. Force can stop the moving object. Okay, so that's all about our second lesson. It's very easy. So you have to remember learn the definition. what is motion, stationary objects, and what is force, what is push or pull. Okay, and these examples also you just keep in mind. Now we can discuss our worksheet S2. Okay, and in worksheet S2, there also here it is given various examples. That means the first one, observe and identify the action as pull or push. One has been done for you. First one, A, lifting a bucket of water. Action here it is actually lifting, right? And when we are lifting a bucket of water, so that time it is push or pull. When we are lifting time, means how we are drawing water from a well, the same way. That time that bucket of water is come closer to us, so it will be pull. Already here it is given. Second one, kicking a ball, a football, gently. Then action here what? Here already here it is given what? In this case, pushing, pulling, hitting and lifting, throwing, flicking, opening and closing. Here we can say that hitting. Okay. Then when we kick the ball, so that time it will be push or pull. It will be push. Okay. That time that ball is move away from us. See, pushing a desk along the floor. So here that action is what? Pushing. Then push or pull, push. Then D, opening a door. Which action here it is done? Opening. Then when we opening a door, it will be pull. Opening the door, it will be pull. Then E, dragging a chair along the floor. So that dragging a chair along the floor. So there also you can write there as in flicking. Then push or pull. Here also when we dragging it will be pull only. Okay. Then second question, explain the effect of force on the motion of an object. Use an example. Explain the effect of force on the motion of an object. A force can stop a moving object and a force can enhances the movement of an motion of an object. Then list an example. Movement of when we apply brakes in automobiles when we need to stop. So that time when we are applying brake at the same time we are actually applying the force. Okay. Third one, why does a ball thrown up in the air fall back to the ground? When we throw a ball in upward direction, then why it come back? Because of the gravitational force, gravity. Okay, or according to our that gravity, or it is also a kind of force. Okay, gravitational force like this you can write, or because of the earth's pull, earth pulling that object towards its center. Okay, earth pull or because of the gravitational force. So that's all about our second lesson. So now we completed our first and second lesson. And what are the keywords that we discussed in the second lesson? Pull, push and force. Okay. So you have to learn each and every definitions. That is very important. And examples of pull and push. Okay. So that's all about today's class. Thank you.